from everybody. It can be done. So I,
Right.
we need to, I want to applaud the president for beginning to encourage the governors to begin to open up our economy. It's the only ultimate solution.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. There are other consequences health-wise. I mean, you think about the fact that it's been 2 months now that we've been shut down really as a country. People aren't going to the doctors regularly. Maybe they're missing something, that could be a serious health threat to them, as well as all of those things you just mentioned. And we know America and Americans love to work. So we need to get people back to work. And I think that it's been really inspiring to see how some states really have moved forward and things look like they're on the right track. So we hope and pray that they stay in that direction. And to your point, yeah, wear a mask, wash your hands, do the right things, and hopefully we can all get back to normal soon. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to add about delayed health care. Well, all the governors put in these temporary bans on elective surgery.
Right.
And it made sense at the time because you thought they were going to be overloaded with COVID patients. If you take my state, for example, we had hospitals in which they had little or no COVID cases.
Mm-hmm.
But elective surgery is where they make money. They don't make any money off of Medicare and Medicaid. So they were bleeding red ink as a result of not being allowed to deal with people's healthcare problems that need to be met with. So, as you pointed out, you've got the people who delayed the health care they needed during this time as well. That needs to come to an end. Hospitals need to be able to deal with regular health care concerns that Americans have that shouldn't be put on hold any longer as we begin to open up the country.
Yep. Senator McConnell, despite the president's expert-backed guidelines for reopening the economy, some Democrats seem insistent on not only keeping the economy shut down, but also stalling relief to workers and businesses in the meantime. Why do Democrats insist on keeping people out of work, holding them hostage over ridiculous demands?
I don't know what it is, but I think you're right. If you look at the rhetoric, the Democrats seem to actually prefer keeping people locked up at home.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons some of the governors have begun to run into trouble. My governor in Kentucky, for example, has lost 2 cases in federal court because he overreached. He tried to have a travel ban in which you couldn't leave or enter the state. This federal judge shut him down on that. He tried to prevent people from having drive-in church services on Easter Sunday. The services were consistent with CDC guidelines. People didn't get out of their cars. They were 6 feet apart. He got struck down in court. So some of these governors, particularly the Democrat governors, it seems, enjoy this extra power over people's lives. And people are beginning to chafe at it. And it's ended up in court in a couple of cases, as I mentioned, and the governors have been struck down, have been overruled for being sort of drunk with power at the opportunity to keep everybody locked up.
Yeah, well, we know the Democrats always like more government and generally Republicans like less government. So I guess